Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Avatar The Last Airbender Season 2, Episode 17, Lake Laogai. And last episode was Appa's Lost Days, and that I almost about to curse. That episode it made me really emotional because I hated seeing Appa like that. Like I really hated it. And by the end of it, that dude captured him. So it's like, ugh, I really hate that episode. So that's why my last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon. Patreon.com/filmmini. And now let's start this episode. And here we go.
Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review.
Oh, so he's coming back. Oh, bye old Judy. I feel like his friends are gonna see him now. Because I'm pretty sure they released him after this. And when the friends see him, they're gonna be like, this is not him. 17. Did I say 17 or 16? Are they trying to make flyers for Appa? She can't see. She can't see. Okay. They're trying to get him. Yeah. Ah, sorry. Well, he doesn't care about that. So he knows he's here, right? He knows he's here. If the flight, like, ugh. I don't know. I didn't even notice that his hair was long. Oh, the old Judy. Is that why they hypnotize people? I didn't think she was gonna do that. So is Lick Laogai like a trigger word? They're gonna capture him and hypnotize him too. I like it. What is that? Yeah. No. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry. Oh. Is that person from the Dali is using Jet to take care of the Avatar quietly? She can tell. Where's that? They're trying to get him out of the town. They're trying to get him out. Or something. I know, right? Now they're gonna be less suspicious. Wow. He got to that real quickly. They got to that. He got to that really quickly. Where you going? Do you have to be? Why did you do that? Did you have to push him out of the way? What are you trying to do? Excuse me. Uh-oh. You don't want to go there. Why do you want to bring that back? Okay, now that we see the face of the person that did it, I'm guessing that guy's gonna come in to play sometime in the future. Maybe even in this episode. I'm guessing the water has a calming influence. My girl. Do they have to give every one of them the same name? Why they gotta do me like that? My girl. Oh, Grandpa. What did I say, Grandpa? Well, he's not Grandpa. Whatever. Okay. Aww. Fight for your freedom. Good. Ang. Really? Ang, you did nothing? You did nothing? You're an earthbender now. Katara, go heal him. Do something. Can't you do something? He speaks. He speaks. Wait, I feel like, has he spoken before? I'm trying to remember. He found Appa. Or is he gonna get Appa? I almost fell out of my chair. Right. Deal with him. Good job. Good boy. That's not enough. He needs to be punished more. Oh no! He missed you too. So much. Is Jet really dead? I freaking love this episode so much. I love this so much. So much. They are reunited, and it feels so good. They started this episode with the gang, like, making flyers and spreading it throughout the city, and then Judy, the original Judy, that showed back up, and then they didn't care about what she has to say, and then when she went back to something Fang, Long Fang, I think that's his name, or whatever, he used the Lick Laogai as a trigger word. I just didn't know exactly what he was gonna make her do, because we didn't go back to her. And then Jet showed up, and it's like he's gonna help them find Appa. And I immediately thought that they were, because before Jet showed up to help them, Long Feng, I think, was telling his subordinates or whatever that they needed to deal with Aang quietly, and then suddenly Jet shows back up, and he's like, I know where Appa is or something, or that can help you. And I'm like, the last time that we saw him, he was being brainwashed. So I didn't trust what he was saying, even though he was telling the truth as he knew it. I didn't trust it. And then they brought him to this cave, this barn or something or other, I don't know, where Appa was supposedly being held. Clearly not. They left some kind of fur there just so to, make it believable. And then this old dude showed up and said like he's been carrying after them. And then when they said that they about sold it to somebody that was going back to some place, and they think it's like all the way to the South Pole. I'm like, so that's the way that they're trying to get him out of town. And it would have worked had it not been for Jess' friends showing up and be like, we've been worried about you. The last time we saw you was being captured by the Dai Li. So they're like, okay, Tough is like, okay, Jet is telling the truth, and his friend is telling the truth also. So they're like, I don't know, I feel like, I don't know. It feels to me like it was way too quick the way Sokka jumped to the conclusion that he was being brainwashed. That Jet was brainwashed. Like, it's not like I don't remember an instance in this ever since they came to Basing Say where they found someone that was brainwashed, you know. Apart from the other Jodie that showed up, but did they actually believe that she was brainwashed? I don't know. But the way he jumped to that conclusion so quickly, even though it was the truth, I'm like, it felt forced a little bit to me. But yeah, they figured out that he was brainwashed, and then they try to jog his memory back, and then they're like, okay, remember, you know, this most traumatic event where your parents, your family, your village, or whatever was burned down by the Fire Nation. And then the way they showed the person that was leading the Fire Nation in during that attack, and I'm like, this guy has got to come back into it somehow, you know. But then with the way the episode ended, well, they didn't actually like show him dying, so there's a chance that he's still alive. But with Toph saying that as Jet was telling them to leave, and then he was telling them that he was gonna be okay, and Toph saying that he was lying. So that made it seem that that means that he was not gonna be okay, you know. But then they didn't actually show him dying, so there's still a chance that he's alive. So he remembered where he was taken to Lake Laogai, and then they went in there, and then they were trying to, find Appa in there. And then as they were walking by, there was all of these Judies that were being brainwashed there. I'm like, ugh, this place is just so creepy. And then they were like, okay. He was like, there's this place that was big enough to house Appa. And I'm like, yes, they're about to find him. Especially when the door opened, just after he said that, and then the door opened, and you see Appa. I'm like, yay, they found him. But then it turned out to be Zuko. I was so disappointed, like, during that moment, like, I was so disappointed. But even before we got there, we had Zuko. First of all, Uncle Arrow was given this opportunity to open his own tea shop and all that. He did that shop owner was trying to get him there. He's like assistant manager, senior assistant manager. He's trying to up the ante, but nothing was gonna come close to Arrow running his own tea shop. And Zuko didn't particularly care about that, so he went outside and he saw a flyer of Appa, so he knew that Appa, that Aang was in the city. And Appa was there as well. So he wore his blue spirit mask and found this person. At first, I was like, why are you attacking this person? If you're trying to sneak through the city, why are you attacking this person? But he wanted to basically force this guy to take him to Appa. And before he even went there, him and Iroh had the discussion. He was like, I don't care about having a tea shop and living peacefully. I want my destiny. And then Uncle was like, okay, what exactly is your destiny? And then he went there and he saw Appa and he's like, now you're mine. And then when Iroh showed up and he's like, okay, so now what are you gonna do? Like the way he talked to him, he wasn't coddling him anymore. He spoke the truth. He doesn't think this through. He goes with the heat of the moment, and then he winds up being in trouble. Like when he first went after Appa, and then he was like stuck in the cold winter and all that, and then they found them and saved them and all that. So he's like, you don't think this through. So what are you gonna do now? You found Appa, okay, good for you. What are you gonna do now? He's like, I'm gonna think about it. You don't think this through. And he's like, I want to fulfill my destiny. What destiny? The destiny that has been basically forced on you. You need to look inside of yourself and figure exactly what the kind of person that you are, the kind of person that you want to be. And after that scene, when Aang and the others showed up where Appa used to be, he wasn't there anymore. So they assumed that it was Longfeng that took him I knew it wasn't because, Appa, Zuko was there. So I had a feeling that he let him go. And then Longfeng was trying to escape. Aang and the jet went after him. They came to this place, and then Longfeng activated Jet's conditioning, I guess, and now Jet started fighting Aang. Aang tried to remind him of who he was and that he was a freedom fighter, and then he broke out of the trance, and then he started attacking Longfeng. And then when Longfeng launched that attack at him, I'm like, okay, Aang, you are there, okay? You can earthbend, you can airbend, you can do something. And he didn't do anything. And I'm like, really? He just stood there and let that hit Jet. I guess you could make the argument that it happened quickly enough that he didn't react enough, but it didn't even look like he was about to react. He just stood there and let the thing hit him. And now Jet is hurt. And when the others showed up with Katara, I'm like, okay, Katara, you're gonna heal him, right? And then she did the little thing. She's like, it's bad. And then that was it. I know the others, Jet's friends were like, okay, go after Longfeng and go find your Appa and all that. But I'm like, I don't know. I feel like Katara could have done something. Something to maybe alleviate the symptoms before they leave. But then they left Jet there, and then he's like, he's gonna be okay. And Duffy's like, he's lying. So they left him. And we don't know what happened with Jet. And yeah. So they went after Longfeng, and like they came out of the ground, the lake. And then you had all those earthbenders after him. They had these two giant walls. And then they're like, okay, how are we gonna do this? And Momo was like flying. I'm like, is Momo gonna get Appa? And then Appa like came out of the yeah, the song. And then Appa's coming like down towards him like he came and destroyed those walls. And then like Longfeng was acting tough, like he could take care of Appa himself. Appa just like caught him in his mouth and he just like threw him like a pebble in water. I love that so much. And then reunited, and then Hank was crying. It's like, I miss you. And I'm like, yeah, man. He missed you like so much. Like, you don't know what your Appa went through, man. He missed you so much. All the guys were jumping on him. And then they left. And that's when they showed Zuko and Iroh. And Iroh was proud of him. And then he left his blue spirit mask behind. So I guess now he's gonna try to figure out the kind of person that he wants to be. I'm guessing, I know that when, like I said, I've seen some of Avatar, just not the series from the beginning to the end. I know that Zuko is gonna help, and sometimes in the future with his firebending, that he's gonna be his master, I think. So yeah, I know that's coming up. I just don't know how they're gonna get there as of yet. And I'm looking forward to that. And I seriously hope that this series is gonna give me a showdown between Zuko and Azula, where Zuko beats Azula like I cannot wait for that moment, and I hope they give me that moment because someone needs to take her down, and I want that someone to be Zuko. Take her down, man. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, you can check it out on Patreon, patreon.com/feelingme, and you can also see the full length of this reaction there as well. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.